Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 Shadowkeep for some more Destiny 2 news and Season of Dawn intel. And today, guys, I'm going to be sharing with you a great glitch that will allow you to farm XP super fast. This, I think, will guarantee you almost 100,000 XP every 10 minutes. I'm going to get to all of this in just 1 second, but first, I just want to remind everybody still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel. 15 subscribers. We're doing a Destiny 2 Season of Dawn Pass giveaway. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications bell right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box below. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll have a trivia question. You can leave the answer in the comments section down below this video to be entered into that giveaway a second time on this video. Alright guys, so XP farms. A lot of people talking about this, many ways to do it. The easiest way, or the way that I've seen advertised the most, is going into essentially the Last Witch raid, queuing up the 4th wish, and going to the wall outside of Riven, which essentially spawns you a whole bunch of taken enemies. You can do this over and over and over again. All you have to do is kill all the enemies, die, rinse, repeat. This has the advantage, obviously, of being able to take raid banners in because you are in a raid, and you never really run out of ammo this way. So, in terms of farming out certain weapons like gunsmith bounties, or even Season of Dawn bounties, or dawning bounties, excuse me, this is a great way to farm up a lot of XP really, really quick. As once you're here, you're kind of here until you decide to reset the raid. So you can even leave, come back to this point, and go pick up other bounties. Gunsmith bounties are super easy to complete, and with the essentially random bounties that you can pick up from the gunsmith, you can finish off 4 or so every 2 or 3 minutes. It's a really easy way to farm up XP super, super quick. Again, all you have to do is bring a bunch of raid banners with you, and go to this room, open the door, kill all the taken, get your bounties done, and then go back to the tower, and then you can immediately spawn back in at the same location. As long as you have raid bounties and you haven't reset the raid, you can continue to do this for as long as you really wish. However, there is another way to farm XP that I've found is actually quite a bit quicker. It's quicker because, one, you can bring more bounties with you, not just gunsmith bounties, not just Season of Dawn bounties, but you can actually bring Vanguard bounties with you. Any bounty you can think of. You can even bring the same 14 bounties. Any bounty works. And the reason this works is because you will be in a strike. The strike being the Nightfall. Now, Nightfalls, or the Nightfall Ordeal at 950, you can enter in by yourself. You can go into this or do this glitch at a lower level ordeal, but you're probably going to need at least a couple of people with you. Otherwise, you're going to be continually getting kicked back to your teammates, as this does involve the glitch that I am showing you in front of you, which is when the Nightfall Ordeal is in or on the moon in the Red Keep, you can actually jump over the barrier wall using the method I just showed you and run into this lost sector. Now, because you're on the moon, you can actually pick up moon bounties as well, which are fairly easy to pick off. You have the Vanguard bounties, as well as any of the other bounties that I previously talked about being able to farm in the raid, the Last Wish raid. Just run into the closest lost sector, and though you won't have enemies spawning in the open world area, they still do spawn in the lost sector. This one is a hive lost sector, so the enemies are pretty squishy. But do be aware that they will have the power level of 950 because you are still technically in the Nightfall. But even by yourself, this is pretty easy to do and farm up. If you have a couple other people and you're able to maybe get the power down to a 920 Nightfall Ordeal, it will be that much easier, plus you'll have the benefit of having 3 people. 950 is the lowest you can do it solo. Though you can, as I said, do this anytime you wish, you will get kicked back to your teammates if they don't follow you. It's a fairly easy jump if you just follow the path that I showed you previously, and then once you're in here, you can just farm out Hive repeatedly, and then once you're done, if with any specific bounty, if you need a different set of weapons, simply just go to orbit and change those weapons. Because you can do this right at the beginning of the Nightfall, rather than having to traverse into the Nightfall at all. You can essentially just go to orbit, switch out weapons, come back, do that little jumping glitch over the barrier, and get into the Lost Sector fairly quick and continue on with your farm. Because of the amount of bounties you're actually able to complete using this one particular method and going to this one particular zone, there's really nothing that I can think that beats it as far as versatility as a farm goes. Again, you'll be able to complete Moon bounties, Vanguard bounties, Gunsmith bounties, Season of Dawn bounties, same 14's new bounties, any bounty you can really think of. The only ones that I think are really unavailable are the Moon ones that require you to actually kill things in like the open world zone. Whereas this is essentially is a Lost Sector, doesn't technically count as the open world zone. The great benefit of this too is you don't actually have to complete the entire Lost Sector. The enemies spawn a lot right at the beginning of the Lost Sector, so you can just run out, reset it, and run back in and get, I think, at least 20 enemy kills, 20 hive enemy kills specifically, in a matter of minutes. So as you can see here, I was able to farm out quite a few bounties in, I think this was 20 minutes or so I was doing this. And it culminates to about 120,000 XP. So, you can do the math. I think you could probably do this faster, especially if you had a team. I was taking my time to do a few things just to observe some stuff, but great way to farm out masterwork cores as well as mod components, materials that are still fairly sought after. And being able, obviously, to farm out Vanguard bounties is a plus as well. Again, great versatility, some polarized fractal line. Everything can be utilized very easily. And then, of course, all you have to do is go back to the tower and pick up more bounties. So, expect on about 75 to 100,000 XP every 20 minutes, culminating in about 300,000 XP every hour. Again, if you're doing this with 3 people, it can go faster. That is what I observed while doing this entirely by myself. The other thing is that if you do have more people in your fire team, if you have a whole fire team of 6, for example, once you've completed all these bounties, you can go into any public space, turn in all your bounties. Each one, hopefully on your fire team, will have a XP boost on their ghost. And because of the seasonal rank XP boosters, you can essentially triple up what you would be able to get normally from XP. So some of these, especially the weekly bounties, may be culminating in a total of 25,000 XP total. I've posted this before, but kind of a old... well, it's a little bit of a antiquated chart at the moment, because this was before, I believe, before Shadowkeep actually launched, or at least Season of Dawn launched. But this was an easy breakdown of just what XP is awarded based on what bounties. This has changed a little bit, obviously, since we have new bounties now, but it still kind of gives you a good sense of what are the most sought after bounties currently in the Destiny world, and how much XP you can get awarded, plus the bonuses you can get from the seasonal pass. These were calculated based on the last seasonal pass, and as I said, some of them have changed, but it's still good information to know. And if you can use this to maybe do a better calculation for yourself, I hope it helps. So thank you all so much for watching today's video. Again, I really hope this helps you farm out XP. Again, if you do this consistently throughout the day, you could easily hit 1,000,000 XP within a few hours. It's only about 100k every 20 minutes or so, I also want to give a big shout out to Wild Z. He was the guy who I saw using this method and showed me this glitch. It's a great method. I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description box below. Go subscribe to him. Tell him I sent you. And as always, guys, I have my trivia question. Now, I have seen the new Star Wars now. I have plenty of thoughts about it, but the question today will be, if you can name for me the new smallest character in the Star Wars universe as introduced by this movie, leave that in the comments section down below, and we'll enter you into that giveaway a second time. And as always, guys, I am Wilhelm Scream. We will see you in the next video. Little